What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is going to be all about what you need to do in order to get 5G with your AT&T phone/plan. Now, you might have thought it was probably just as easy to just go buy a 5G phone that's out, maybe the new Galaxy S20, and put a SIM card in, or the same SIM card that came with your phone, or a new SIM card, and you're ready to rock and roll. Well, it's not that easy, and it might potentially cost you more money. Now, there are only two plans that you can get 5G with on AT&T. They are AT&T Unlimited Elite and AT&T Unlimited Extra. If you have any other plan, you cannot get 5G. They won't allow it. They want you to move to one of those new plans. Me, myself, I'm on a plan called AT&T Unlimited and More. You might be on AT&T Unlimited Plus or whatever. They've literally changed their unlimited name plans and the plans themselves like multiple times. So for me currently, I think I pay like $170 a month for 4 lines, get HBO and all of that. But again, I can't get 5G. So I'd have to switch over to one of their other plans like I mentioned earlier. So for maybe the plan that's price-wise is very similar is AT&T Unlimited Extra. It comes with 5G access, like I said, which is great. It even comes with 15 gigabytes of mobile hotspot per line. It even comes with the unlimited texting and automatic fraud blocking and unlimited talk and text and data in the US, Mexico, and Canada. But you know what it doesn't come with? HD streaming. So any video that I do is going to be 480p or less. Why would I want that? Now, if I'm on 5G, what's the point? Most of the stuff I'm doing is going to be HD or really good quality. And I do a lot of video streaming on my phone. And when I'm mobile, I want to watch good quality, especially on my beautiful 2K display. And I won't be able to do that if I go to that specific plan. I'll be stuck with 480p streaming. So that leaves me with this plan, which is the AT&T Unlimited Elite. And that would cost me $200 a month, which is $30 more a month than what I get now. Now, I would get HBO, which I wouldn't get included with the previous plan that I talked about, and I still get HBO with the plan I'm on now. I'd also get 100 gigabytes of premium data, meaning they wouldn't slow me down until I hit at least 100 gigabytes of data, whereas right now it's about 22 and they could potentially slow me down. They usually don't, but they potentially could. Also, I would get 5G access, 30 gigabytes of mobile hotspot data, which is more than I get now. Same unlimited texting from US to 120 plus countries, unlimited talk and text and data in the US, Mexico, and Canada, and high definition video streaming. Now I'm recording this a little bit out of sequence. Obviously you could tell probably I was recorded that in the day and now this is evening, but I had a reframing of thoughts. So where does that leave me though? First of all, it leaves me as a very unhappy AT&T customer. The reason being is they're trying to make me pay $30 more per month, which equals out to $360 more per year, just to really get 5G. They don't necessarily slow me down with when I go over the 22 gigabytes. I've had that and I don't feel deprioritized in terms of the data, and I always go over it every single month. So cool that they're giving me 100 gigabytes before they do something like that, but they haven't done it this far and slowing me down. And then, again, just to get 5G, it's not worth it. And the reason being is it's great to have the newest and latest and greatest technology, 5G, but what are you going to actually use it for? The normal person is going to use it for nothing. LTE is generally very fast. Your videos load fast, your music loads fast, your podcast loads fast, you can download apps fast. How much faster do you need to actually do any of that stuff? And the answer is probably not at all. So at this point, someone like me, the reason I want it so bad is just to, create content about it, to feed you guys information about it and to stroke my own curiosity with it. But for the normal person, it's not even worth it. So at this point, if you're in the same boat as me, I would say don't give AT&T any more money than they need. You don't need it. You don't need 5G. I'll put it that way. At this point, there's no necessary need for it. That's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. Does your carrier charge you more to get 5G or not? Let me know in the comments down below. See you guys down the road.